2-2. Here's the pitch. Swing on a liner in the air to left, pretty deep. Back goes Yelich. It's going to go. Home run, Pete Alonso. A line drive home run. Just over the Great Wall of Flushing to the right of the 358 mark. Alonso's first home run of the year, and this is now a one-run game.
Got the last out in the 8th and trying to work the 9th as well in a 1-0 game. Alonso hooks one in the air, left center field, back toward the gap goes Canna, and it's out of here! Pete Alonso ties the game with his second home run of the year! Alonso hooks one over the fence in left center, and it's one. And Alonso hits one deep to left center field, headed back toward the wall. That ball is out of here. Pete Alonso gets the Mets back in the game with a 3-run homer. Alonso's third home run of the year, and it cuts. And Pete drives one in the gap in left center field, headed toward the wall. It's out of here. Pete Alonso with a line drive home run, his fourth of the year. 6-1 New York.
That's very similar to the home run he hit in Atlanta. Line drive right in the gap, down in the strike zone, and that's where Pete likes it.
So 2 out. Here's Alonso, who drove in the first Met run with a base hit up the middle. That's driven to left field. Back goes Blanco, takes a look, and it's out of here. Pete Alonso homers for the second straight night and ties the game at 4.
What wind?
Like an axe through butter. Alonso's 5th home run of the year, and it's 4-4 in the 3rd.
And look at the Pete on top.
That's a lot. So Pete in the last 4 games is 8 for 14. And there's another one for Alonso. He crushes this one, and that one makes it to the back of the lower deck. 2nd of the day, 6th of the year for Alonso. It's now 11-5 Kansas City. He doesn't leave much doubt. And Pete slugs one deep down the left field line toward the corner. It's out of here. Pete Alonso gets the Mets on the board. His 199th career home run. 7 on the year for Pete. And it's now 4-1 San Francisco. He'd have gone 20.
The nickname of Polar Bear. He sends one deep to right field. Ranging back is Nootbaar at the wall. There it is! History for Pete Alonso. Home run number 200. Just the 4th Met all-time to hit the mark. And he slashes the Cardinal lead in half.
And Alonso drives one deep left field, headed back toward the wall. It's out of here! Pete Alonso with a line drive home run, his 9th of the year. And the Mets get some insurance, and Pete caps a big game so far. Francisco Lindor on deck, and Pete drives one toward the gap in left center field, headed toward the wall. It's out of here! Pete Alonso lines a home run over the 387 mark and gives the Mets an instant 1-0 lead. 10th home run of the year. Here's Pete Alonso riding a 7-game hitting streak, and he drives one out to right field, chasing Rodriguez back to the warning track, back at the wall. It's out of here. Pete Alonso with an opposite field home run. 11 on the season for Alonso, and 2. Now Pete Alonso, and Pete cranks one to deep left field. Ramos to the wall, and it's out of here. Number 12 from Pete Alonso, the Mets' 3rd home run of the night. The 3rd straight game the Mets have hit 3 home. It's now 10-3. Still 1 out to get for Hughes as he faces Alonso. And Pete hits a charge into one into deep left field. McCarthy goes back at the wall. It's out of here. Here we go. Pete Alonso with a 2-run homer, his 13th of the year. Now it's 10-5. So just as the Diamondbacks did last night when they scored. That's driven deep to left by Alonso, and that is way gone. Whoa. What a shot from Pete Alonso to put the icing on in the 9th. An enormous home run for Alonso, his 14th of the year, to make it 6-2 New York.
Barnes.
Fly ball deep left center. Alonso got hold of one, back to the wall. It's out of here. Pete Alonso puts the hammer down with his 15th home run of the year, a 3-run shot, and it's 4-0 New York. Carnage does. And Pete hits one in the air, deep to center field. Back goes Langford to the track, back at the wall. It's out of front for the first time tonight.
Center begging the Mets to even bring Martinez in, but they all respect Martinez, and you have to respect that from Pete Alonso. A long way and a go-ahead home run as Alonso cracks one to give the Mets the lead. That was smoked. 17th home run for Alonso. He leads the Mets.
Now Alonso with Gamble, the pinch runner at first and 2 out. And Pete drives one to deep left field. Back goes Wood. He takes a look at the wall and it's out of here. Pete Alonso puts the hammer down with a 2-run homer.
Oh, wow.
6 runs in the 10th inning last night. 5 runs in the 10th inning tonight. Alonso's 18th home run of the year, and the Mets lead it 7-2.
Here's Alonso.
And Pete drives one to deep left field, and his home run drought is over. Pete Alonso mashes a 2-run homer, his 19th of the year to tie the game. Warming up for the home run derby tomorrow night.
Oh, Pete Alonso, left field, it's high, it is deep, it is out of here! Pete Alonso found a little more exit velocity on that one, a 2-run.
1-1 to Alonso.
And Pete socks one to deep center field. Laureano takes a look, but this ball is way out of here. Pete Alonso with a tape measure home run to get the Mets on the board. Number 21 for Alonso.
Simeon Woods Richardson.
To Alonso, drives one deep to left, and that ball's going to sail out of here. A monstrous home run by Alonso to tie up the ball game. Number 22 for Pete, and he got all of that one.
Tried to come inside on Pete, and Pete was up to it.
For Nimmo this year. Pete Alonso gets all of that one. Goodbye, a home run for Big Pete. And the Mets go back in front. A 2-run shot.
A rough first inning.
Alonso gets a hold of one to center field. Doyle goes back. He gives it a courtesy glance, and it's out of here. Pete Alonso with a booming home run, a 2-run shot, his 24th of the year. And 4 batters into the game. The Mets have a 4-0.
66.
And he drives this one to deep left center, and he's got himself another one. Alonso with another long home run, his 2nd of the day. Number 25 for Pete. And the Mets now with a 5-0 lead in the 3rd. Coors Field, where power hitters come to get help.
Like that's really nerve-wracking. But other than that, like oh my God.
Gary, take it.
Pete Alonso crushes one and hits off the face into the second deck. Number 26 for Alonso has been showing signs of breaking out and mashed that baseball to give the Mets a 3-0 lead.
I think that was Mike.
University of Minnesota has produced 2 Hall of Famers, but they've never produced much pitching.
Fly ball center field. Hill going back to the warning track at the wall. It's out of here. Pete Alonso with a towering home run. 2nd straight inning, the Mets have led off with a home run. Lindor and now Alonso, and it's 2-0 New York. Pete Alonso leads off the 2nd inning and flies one out to right field. It's deep. Carroll goes back to the warning track, and it's out of here. Pete Alonso gives the Mets the early lead. His 220th career home run, tying him with Mike Piazza for 3rd on the Mets all-time list.
Oh, fastball right down the middle, and then it kind of ran in.
High fly ball, deep center field. McCarthy back to the warning track at the wall, and it's out of here. Pete Alonso puts the Mets in front. A booming shot to center field, his 29th of the year, and it's 1-0 New York. His 3rd home run in 6 career at-bats against Ryan Nelson.
2-out base runner for Pete Alonso.
And he hits one in the air to deep left field. Back goes Benintendi, takes a look, and it's out of here! Pete Alonso with his 1st ever home run against the Chicago White Sox. The only team other than the Mets he had never homered against. First pitch, hits it out of the yard. 2-run shot, his 30th of the year. And the Mets take an early 2-0 lead. 30 home runs for Alonso for the 4th consecutive season.
Now Pete Alonso had a base hit his last time up to snap an 0-for-11 stretch.
And Pete hits one deep to center field. Back goes Duran to the warning track at the wall. It's out of here! Pete Alonso puts the hammer down. Number 31 for Pete. salted away with 4 in the bottom of the 8th. Alonso putting the icing on the cake.
And Pete skies one to left center. Back goes Rojas right to the fence, and it's out of here. So Alonso puts down a marker against Cody Clemens. Can always say he homered against Clemens.
That's right.
32nd home run of the year for Alonso to make it 11-0. The Mets' 4th home run of the night. Well, that's the first home run Cody Clemens has ever allowed in the major leagues in his 12th appearance.
This is a good news thing.
And he rockets this one out to left field. Back goes Wood, back to the wall, and it's out of here. Pete Alonso puts the hammer down with a 3-run homer. Number 33 for Alonso. A 5 RBI night for Pete, and it's 9-1 New York.
That wasn't quiet. If he can turn on the Jets in the final 12 games of this run to the postseason, what a lift. This is a big night for him.
You know, we asked Rob Thompson, what's the thing that scares you most about the Mets lineup? And he said the thump. That ball is hit well. Deep right field, and they've gone back-to-back. In bunches, you say.
Well, again, a big difference between the two pitchers' fastballs, and if you don't locate against the New York Mets, stuff like this is going to happen. Pete Alonso just keeps doing his thing. Fastball up, out over the plate, good level swing, and an opposite field home run.
The pitch. Swing and a ball drilled. Right field. Freeling back. At the wall. Out of here! It's out of here! Alonso, an opposite field home run, and the Mets have the lead.
Pete Alonso to lead things off in the top half of the 6th inning. Alonso sends one high in the air to right. Back on it, Castellanos at the wall, looking up, and Alonso goes deep. Another opposite field shot of the playoffs, and it's 3-0 New York. When Alonso's going good, the opposite field power is on display. It has been over the last 2 weeks. Here's Pete Alonso. And he swings at the first pitch, launches it to right, back Castellanos, Pete Alonso, back at Citi Field, 1-0 New York. Pete Alonso in the biggest game he's played at Citi Field in his 6-year Met career.
15 in this championship series, has not driven in a run. Alonso digs it out, sends it in the air, deep center field, there it goes! Pete Alonso, 3-0 New York. Pete Alonso again reads the room and gives the Mets what they need. 3-0 in the first inning of this do-or-die game for the Mets.